Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, MegaCrasher is here. And actually, in a video like this, I don't come at you guys as MegaCrasher the character, but rather the person behind the character MegaCrasher, that being who you're seeing and watching right now. So, how do I even begin something like this? I kind of didn't think that I would ever have to make a video, let alone talk about something like this, but I figured that now is as good a time as any to just kind of get it out there and talk to you guys about this in particular, being my thumbnails. Now, in my last video, which consisted of me and my character form rage ranting about Pokemon Go and their updates, which pretty much screwed over a lot of Pokemon Go players, including myself, and I am still legitimately pissed off about it, but you know, the person that I am versus the character, you know, I would be able to express my disdain about it a lot differently. But my issue isn't with the video itself, but rather with the thumbnails. And it isn't me that has the issue with it per se, but I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about this because I kind of noticed that there was one of my friends that commented. And he said that the titles and the thumbnails kind of looked like I was turning into Verlisify in that case. Now, that right there, I'm just thinking, whoa, hold on a sec, man. Just, you know, hold up a minute. You know, I kind of want to hear you out a little bit. Like, you know, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I really am, because, you know, if you take a look at the way that he does his thumbnails, I mean, yeah, sure, they're very colorful, very clickbaity and catchy and all that stuff. It piques the interest of people that, you know, want to click on the video and stuff like that. Now, if you take a look at the way that I used to do thumbnails, what I would do is I would not create thumbnails either as good or if not at all, actually. What would happen is after the video was uploaded, there would be something called a random thumbnail generator that would just generate a random thumbnail and, you know, leave it as is. And I used to do that a lot. I used to do that. But I wanted to kind of you know, improve my way of making thumbnails. And, you know, I got some help along the way, you know, from people like Megalugia. You know, big shout out to you, my friend. I really appreciate the fact that you showed me the Panzoid website, which is a very amazing thumbnail maker. And the thing of it is even with making thumbnails that are very catchy and stuff like that, I do my best to make sure that they're not misleading and things like that. I mean, if there was ever a time that I created either a misleading thumbnail or something like that, I'm sure you guys would let me know, and I would do what I could to change it back right away, kind of thing. Like I would make it as truthful and as as truthful as possible, kind of thing. Whereas other people, you know, like they would, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. John Carl Paramango 11 made a very, very controversial video, which basically was of him ripping off the Pokenchi stream and putting in the title that it showed actual gameplay footage of Pokemon Sun and Moon, in which it actually did not. That right there is clickbait. If you take a look at some of the titles that I make, and these are titles that I've been doing as is for a while now, ever since I've pretty much came up with the Shirtless Maniac series. I make them with all caps because that way you guys know that, okay, you know what's coming. It's a Shirtless Maniac rage video, and of course they're going to be big because it's my way of making it very expressive and very sort of like, you know, out there kind of thing. If that really makes any sense, I kind of apologize if it doesn't. I kind of didn't prepare a script for a video like this. I'm just kind of speaking off the cuff. So I'm going to try and wrap things up because I know that in videos like these, I tend to go a lot longer than intended and necessary. So pretty much to address any concerns to people who think that I am creating very flashy thumbnails, you know, in which they kind of look similar, if not the same as Verlisify, I want to assure you right now that I make the thumbnails with care, and I make them as, I want to make them catchy, but I don't want to make them to which it makes the video seem more than it already is. Like, make it seem, it's almost to the point where it's like the video and the thumbnail are two completely different beings. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that the thumbnail and the video are similar, if not the same, connect very well kind of thing. And the reason I use the big letters is because of, again, it goes back to improving my thumbnails. And before, I wouldn't create any thumbnails for, say, like my rage rants or something like that. But in this case, it's like I kind of wanted to step it up a little bit. And it's as my friend Bulbatube said it, to pique interest in those that click on the video, rather than just seeing a video with like a randomly generated thumbnail and just kind of either be on the wrong impression that this video wasn't made with care, or that, just isn't even worth watching kind of thing. But to those that either are genuinely concerned or upset that I've made thumbnails a certain way, I would like to sincerely apologize to you guys. And the reason for that is because the last thing that I want is for any of you guys to be as uncomfortable and as uneasy as is. You know what I mean? I know that I seem to make a lot of videos like these more often than not, but that's because I care about you guys, There's people out there that, they say that they care about, community concerns and all that stuff, but they hardly kind of like talk about it and stuff like that. It's no shade towards them. They do things differently. I do things differently. The way that I prefer to do things is if there is an issue or if there is a potential for there to be an issue, I'd like to shed some light on it and to be able to talk to you guys. And just to sort of do the best I can to rectify and make sure that everything is all good, and to make sure that you guys have peace kind of thing. Because ever since making the mistake, which I had since acknowledged and deleted, we moved on. We made a change, and I personally made a change. There's a reason why you guys see the same sort of line in every video description, that being subscribe, support, stay positive, hashtag positive vibes, hashtag Crasher community, because that right there is a symbol. That right there is a principle. Positive vibes is more than just a hashtag to me. It's more than just a catchphrase saying whatever. It means something to me because it's something that I want to keep spreading out, are the positive vibes. And if the thumbnails that I create don't generate positive vibes, or if, for example, if... Like I said, in the last video, for example, the thumbnail that I generated, if it seems, concerning or whatever, then I apologize. I really do. My intent is never, ever, ever to make someone feel uncomfortable, to make someone feel uneasy, to upset anybody. That's not what I'm about. That's not what this channel is about. Not what any of the thumbnails are about. Any time that I make videos that involve me and my MegaCrasher character, that's meant to be as a joke. It's meant to be for fun. It's kind of like how you would see an actor, play a character in the movie, and then you got the person that played the character that is a completely different human being, essentially, kind of thing. That's the way it is with me, kind of thing, right? So, I do want to apologize, and hopefully this video will clear things up. When it comes to some of my video titles and some of my thumbnails, I do it as a way to kind of separate the Shirtless Maniac series from, like, say, discussion videos or, Pokemon battle videos kind of thing. I mean, sure, I want to make them catchy and vibrant for you guys to click on, as it does pique interest, as any good thumbnail does happen to pique interest. But, at the same time, it's like I want to remain true to myself, remain true to my style, be as authentic as anything else. So, I guess with all that being said, I really don't know what else I can say. This video has actually gone on a lot longer than I had intended, almost 10 minutes. So I'm going to wrap things up right here. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. I mean, this video is just sort of like on the spot, completely left field. And, it's to address potential concerns that some of you guys may have. And I hope that I did exactly that. So, with that being said, like I said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this a like. I mean, likes always help. They always do. And so does your guys' input, I love hearing from you guys, regardless of what the video is, With all that being said, I hope that you guys had yourself a good one. And I will see you guys in the next upload, which will be a Pokemon Go vlog, because I do have a couple of things that I want to talk about there that happened, and it is actually very, very awesome. So thank you guys very much. See you guys next upload. And I love each and every single one of you guys. Take care of yourself.